You don't need me to tell you what happened last week, the series spends enough time there. Everyone's favorite couple Jenny and Sumit are not appearing in Wing and a Prayer, but there is still a lot of chaos, in addition to the introduction of a new couple, Maliza and Tim. This season has done a great job of finding more realistic and reliable couples, and Maliza and Tim fit in perfectly. There doesn't seem to be any scam at work here, they're actually in love. After weeks of promotional clips, we finally meet Tim and his emotional support cat, Pepe, this episode. As for the 90-day fiancé introductions, Tim bouncing with his cat in the grass is one of the best in the series, but it's a false flag. It makes Tim look like an awkward guy who fell in love on the internet because he has trouble interacting with women in real life. It turns out that he has a darker past than that, and he met Maliza at university. When Tim says he has a secret and that's why Maliza doesn't move to America, it's pretty easy to guess that fool cheated on the best thing that ever happened to him, probably. Maliza is beautiful and really likes her clumsiness. What I did not see coming, it is Tim's friends who support Maliza. American friends generally warn of someone they perceive as an intriguing stranger, but all of Tim's friends love and know Maliza fairly well. Their relationship seems legitimate, they even have adorable photos together, and I like that his friends hold him responsible. Unfortunately, it seems that he is moving to Colombia to repair a wrong that cannot be forgiven. If it doesn't work, at least he'll have his cat. Since we're talking about couples who seem to love each other, let's move on to Kenneth and Armando. Kenneth is the most boring part of this episode, but what would a 90-day fiancé be without long tearful farewells? Kenneth leaving his family behind is almost as emotional as Armando out of the closet last week. Kenneth and Armando aren't just the first gay couple in the franchise, they're also the first interracial gay couple, so I'm glad the franchise is approaching their story with tenderness. Armando and Kenneth seem to have incredible families behind them, so it is sad that cultural forces beyond their control can vow their relationship. Kenneth and Armando are like an upside-down Modern Family spin-off, and they're the couple I encourage for this season. I want to be optimistic about Ariella, Biniyam and her move to Ethiopia, but it's difficult. She may only be leaving New Jersey, but she's giving up a lot for this relationship to work. In the end, however, she will always have the ultimate move. She can take her child and return to America. In fact, we discover that this is what happened with Biniyam and his ex. He has not seen his child in years and his friends fear that it will happen again. But also, Biniyam sleeps on a sofa and lives with his brother. He doesn't seem quite prepared for a woman and a child, so there may be justified frustrations on the part of Ariella in the future. They seem to be real good people going too fast. Devin and Jihoon went too fast and they certainly paint a very good picture of the future of Ariella and Biniyam. Jihoon has consistently failed to do everything he promised Devin to do for their family. He lies to her. He is lazy. Even his parents point out that they told him to pack up a few days ago, but he's waiting until it's time to pick up Devin and his mom from the airport. Jihoon is frustrating, but we understand why Devin is back in season 2 to give him another chance. So why is Jihoon doing everything in his power to ruin things? At first, I thought Devin's mother was just a rude American when she insulted their new neighborhood, but even Jihoon's mother said it was a bad neighborhood and that Jihoon should have checked it out. If Jihoon's mom is worried about safety, he should be too. It's already embarrassing that Devin has. Finally, there's Brittany and Yazan. I don't think I've ever seen a relationship in the 90-day franchise implode so quickly. Yazan is still throwing a fit after Brittany hugged a cameraman and was caught with tequila last episode. He puts his fingers in her face. He tells her to shut up. He makes fun of her for crying and can't even understand why she'd be upset or feel isolated. I was glad Yazan couldn't stay in Brittany's room for the night. It felt like she needed to get away from him to really see how harmful his behavior was. For Yazan to react so intensely when his family isn't around is only a red flag for the future. If Jenny and Sumit represent the harmless drama that can arise from dating abroad, Yazan and Brittany represent something darker. She's alone in a country with a man she barely knows. Brittany never promised Yazan she'd convert, so he's holding her to unfair standards. It doesn't help that there doesn't seem to be any love between the two of them. Even the most scamming 90-day fiancé couples can fake a smile for the camera as they do their initial airport interviews. Yazan and Brittany don't even have that level of camaraderie. He can't even pick up her luggage. As entertaining as this culture clash might be, I just want Brittany to go home to her dad. Yazan is not worth it. Let's hope Jenny and Sumit are back next week to lighten the mood. Haha, remember last week with the cow? Those two are great.